What is going on, you guys? It's your boy UnqomnBuilds, and we are back with another video. Let's get into the video. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers, guys. That is we're very close. I think we're like 2,900 or something like that, 2,950, 60, somewhere in there. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for helping me grow this channel. But with that being said, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be basically working on the SRT8. Pretty much getting ready to wrap the SRT8. And I've got to fix all of the fiberglass Bondo, got to sand some stuff down. If you are new to the channel, this is my 2007 SRT8 wide body. Wide body kit is from, I believe it's Driven by Styles or something like that. I forgot where I ordered the front bumper. I've put a pretty good bit of work into this car, pretty much. Like with the wide body kit, new wheels, new suspension, rods, headlights, front bumper, some minor engine upgrades. Trying to think of what else. There's a whole list. But my biggest problem is this right now. So both of my drag radios, for some reason, they are Hoosiers, and they're about $400 and something a tire. Both are flat. And I don't know if it's because the car's been sitting for a little bit over a month and a half, or they have very slow leaks, but I'm going to blow these up. I blew it up like a while back, and then like in a few days, it went straight back to being like this. So I'm actually looking to basically change these out. But y'all let me know in the comments, whoever has had this issue before with the Hoosiers, where the car just sits and, I don't know, both of the tires just go flat, because that's really weird that this one is flat. And that one is also flat. So I don't know. It's really strange. It's weird. I can see if one was flat, if I had a flat tire, but they're both flat. So maybe because I haven't been driving it, I have no idea. I'll show you guys what's under the hood. Ooh, you hit that button. Damn, I almost forgot. Never been in this car in a minute. I almost forgot where's what. And then we're definitely going to start it up, because I have not started this car in probably about a month, so I know it's going to definitely be loud as hell. My neighbors are like right there. But we've got that big old Hemi 6.1, big old refrigerator, Corsa Performance Extreme, big mouth cold air intake. And then I forgot to add my, I've got my BBK Shorty tune headers for the SRT8. Now it says that this is supposed to add an extra 15 to 20 horsepower, and they don't need to be tuned to the car. But we'll definitely see how that goes later on. That is pretty much it right now. I will be getting a cam for the 6.1. I'm undecided on what performance cam I do want to get. When we get closer to that, y'all will basically know what's going to happen. I am planning on changing out the manifold, possibly to a high ram, after I get the cam installed. But that's, you know, give or take. When and where we're going to basically do that, I'm not entirely sure. But as you guys can see, the 6.1 is very clean. The engine was actually rebuilt in this 6.1. The original one was actually, it actually blew up on me when I was actually driving home from work one day. Pretty scary, but at the same time, you know, I was all right. No accident, nothing like that. But this is pretty much a brand new engine inside the 6.1. And then I put a little bit more money into the SRT8. I probably put about 25, somewhere around there, in parts and stuff. So I remember somebody making a comment to me, one of my homeboys, about, you know, doing an 07 Charger, not get something newer. But hey, it is what it is. I don't need a new Charger. We're going to deal with this 07, and this thing's going to be badass. So go ahead and close this hood. Ooh. So I've been working on some of the body work on the front bumper. Now, the fiberglass, I can't say it enough. if you have the opportunity to buy a front bumper, OEM or whatever it is, or rubberized, I would possibly go rubberized for a couple reasons. Yeah, the fiberglass may look dope or whatever. However, look at the stuff that I'm having to deal with as far as filling it. Now, I've been driving the car after I did do the front bumper, after I did put on the wide body kit, and some stuff have been hitting the car, or you know, me getting somewhere and I ripped the fiberglass on my wide body kit or whatever, so my car's too low. The easiest thing is to try to, you can fix it. It's real easy to fix it, right? But it doesn't flex. And that's what I get so frustrated about when it comes to this. And I'm very careful when I guess you can't really say I'm very careful. I try to be very careful. But I've had to fix these fenders probably 3 times now. And then I had a rock hit this. So, and there was also a little hole down there. And there was something else down on this end. I think it was, or somewhere else on the other side here as well. So I've actually been able to fit everything except for this. I need to go ahead and fix this little piece here. I can add a little bit of Bondo in there and that'll flush out. But everything has basically been matched up on the hood. So I'm not really worried or anything like that. And of course, when I get my pins in there, because they're not in right now because I took them off, that'll basically close up. So everything is pretty much lined up. I'm going to be basically sanding this down. I'm probably not going to film that part because I feel like that's the boring part. Y'all basically seen somebody sand down Bondo or sand down a car or whatever. I mean, it's pretty simple. But that's basically what I'm going to be working on. I want to say about a month ago, I did do these rims, almost 2 months ago, and they are still looking crispy. So I know I got a lot of comments and some people hating on the fact that I'd rather spend $60,600 and still get the same result, but no chips, no nothing. I did drive on these after I actually got them done. No pilling, no fading, nothing. They still look like I did them yesterday. They're very easy to clean, and you can't tell the difference between a professional doing it and basically me doing it in the garage, and there's also video on that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and fill up these tires back here. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to sand that stuff down. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start it because I haven't started this car in quite some time. Where's my keys at? There's still some stuff that we got to fix. Even in the SRT8, I got to fix the radio that's here. What else? I've got my dash cam that we've got to install. And then I also have a tracker as well. But all this stuff is basically an easy fix. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy because I know she's gonna be choking. And I do have a check engine light. So I do have a check engine light, and I'm not too worried about it because it is a solid light. So the issue with that is it's actually my 2 front tires. They're very low. Typically, when you have a check engine light, it just necessarily means that something's wrong with the engine. But for some reason in the SRT8, the TPMS or the TPM sensor, however you want to call it, is pretty much causing my check engine light on because my tires in the front are very thin. And the tires are like, I don't know, it's like rubber band. I went a little bit lower and I shouldn't have. So I'm going to go back to my 295/35 R19s for the front, and that'll make that light go off. I've done it before when I went to a lower profile tire, my check engine light came on. And then when I went back to my original tire size or the ones that I had before, that light went off. So it's very, very weird. And I got to figure out why my traction light is on. That's odd. But I'm gonna let this run for a minute. She's quiet down a little bit. And another thing, the SRT was actually running pretty hot, but I actually fixed that with a 180 thermostat. It's got a brand new 180 thermostat. I didn't film that or anything like that. But if you guys would like for me to film that, so that way if you have an SRT8 and you are having an issue where your car is getting hot, I can basically do that video for you so you guys can see how that install is, and it's very, very easy. There's still some work that needs to be done on this front bumper. I never really paid attention to this part on where the headlight is, but I definitely need to cut this out some more. And I did order these side lights, which I actually have those. I need to put those in, but this side does not match the other headlight over here in this gap space here. And I'm not sure why there's just so much space. See, even here, I never really paid attention to any of that. Wow. But I definitely got a lot of work to do. Does that scratch my headlight? Damn. No, that's no bueno. But there's still quite a bit of work I got to do to this front bumper, guys. I actually did put these in, so the bumper is actually stationary to this. But there's definitely a lot still of body work I need to do that I didn't pay attention to. So see, even here, look, you can see like this cracking here. And that's exactly why I said, like, just the fiberglass bumper. Yeah, it looks nice, but it's all trash. So like I said, there is still plenty of work to do to this front bumper, and some of the stuff I actually did not pay attention to. I'm a little disappointed in that, but I'm definitely gonna get this right, because I am ready to literally wrap this car so that way I can get this car out and do what I need to do to it. I still got to convert this garage. I only did like a day 1 video. Day 2 video will be coming soon where we convert this garage, and that's pretty much when I will get more in depth with the performance mods on the SRT8 and basically what we're going to be doing. And like I said, I'm not sure if I have the time. I will try to install these parts. If not, then, you know, in between work and everything, and my schedule is pretty crazy, then it may end up going to a shop. But I have more content coming, guys. But I definitely got to get this garage situated, because I'm tired looking at this purple. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the fiberglass fenders and part of this front bumper, so that way I can get that step done. And I may go ahead and grind some of that stuff down. I just got to open it up a little bit. That's not really going to take me all day to do, probably a couple minutes, to be honest with you. Kind of want to match that up, and a little bit of the gap space there. There's definitely a lot of gap space, but it's pretty even on both sides, except for that one side where it kind of touches the light. So I'm definitely going to cut into that and just open it up a little bit. Like I said, I have my side lights that go in there, just haven't installed them yet. And then I also have not put in the bottom lights. The reason being is because I think I said it in one of my last videos. One of them actually ripped out when I was driving the SRT8. When I took them out, I was actually changing the color because they were originally like a bright ass blue. And I forgot to tie them down to where they weren't going to drag, and I forgot about it, and one of them ripped out. But that's going to be an easy fix. Just another wiring, kit for that. So, but other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get to this, guys, and I will definitely see you on the next video. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. See you on the next one. See you when I see you, when we get ready to wrap this thing. Peace. You can kill me.